What do you need to know about picking an agent? What happens if I'm not your not so secret agent? Oh goodness, here we go. Hey guys, Sarah Carmen here, your not so secret agent, and today we're talking about things you might want to think about when picking a real estate agent. The reality is that every agent is different and every client we work with is different, and sometimes the relationship here is not necessarily going to work when it comes to a transaction. So I'm going to go over some of the top things we talk about in the real estate world as things you want to look for in an agent. Some of these things may not matter to you. Some things may matter more so to you than somebody else, and that's okay. That's the beauty of this entire thing is take what you need, use it, and what you don't need, toss it. So let's go over that list, shall we? The number one thing we talk about in real estate when picking an agent comes down to personality. You're gonna wanna make sure that you find a personality you can work with. You're not hiring someone to lord over you and tell you what to do and dictate your every move. You're also not hiring somebody to be under you. What you're hiring is a partner. So you need to find a personality that you can partner with. There's nothing worse than being someone who hates working with high energy people and then having a high energy real estate agent. The reason for this is that real estate is stressful enough. You don't want to have someone who grates on your nerves the entire time. Thusly, you also don't want to have someone that you think is a little bit soft-spoken when you're looking for that shark or that avid negotiator, that bulldog in your corner. So when you're thinking of those things, think about the personality that you want representing you in the transaction and then seek to find that personality. Number two piggybacks on that just a little bit, and that's the chemistry between you and the agent. So again, this is a partnership. It's kind of like a dance. You don't want a dance partner where you just can't stand them, right? It's the same in a real estate agent. You want to have a chemistry that works. You want to have someone that you feel like is your partner and they feel like they're your partner. So this is the part where you want to sit down and talk with them, get to know them and think, do I actually really like talking to this person? Or I don't know, is this chemistry just off? Are we not, as the kids are now saying, vibing? Check it out. Make sure that you have a good flow with the person. If you don't, maybe you should find someone else. Now, what if you don't know where to go to find an agent? Maybe you're new to the area or you're moving across country. Say, for example, you're going to sell your house here in Vancouver and you're going to move to St. George, Utah. Well, how do you know how to pick an agent? Well, first of all, if you're moving to a new business there, you could talk to the people in the office. Who have they used? Do they have a person that they know, love, and trust that they're willing to send you to? Is there an agent maybe that works with the office? Maybe you have family in the area. Ask them. Ask your family members, who have you used? What were they like? They will be able to give you a referral. Now, if you are moving to an area where you don't know someone, find an agent that you love and ask them, hey, do you know anybody in the St. George, Utah area? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, my girl Beverly Whipple's down there and she's amazing. And I will refer you to that agent. Same with other agents. We're connected. Not just with agents in our local area, but agents throughout the country and some of us throughout the world. So it doesn't matter if you're moving from Portland to St. George to Tampa to London. And a real estate agent may be able to refer you to someone there. And that is one of the best things you can do when you're not sure where to even look. Number four, realize that transactions are extremely difficult and there's going to be a lot of moments where your agent is going to have to go out on your behalf and fight for you. And it's going to be really important that you find someone that you feel has your best interests at heart. So again, this comes in that interview moment where you're sitting down and you're talking to an agent for the first time. Do you get that sense that they're looking out for you or are they looking out for their commission? Now, I wish I could say that all agents are looking out for you. And trust me when I say that 99.999999999% are. But like everything in this world, it's not 100%. So just sit down and think, does this person have my back or is there something else they're worried about? Number five is right along in that. Is this someone you trust? Is this someone you can trust to go on your behalf and negotiate? Is this someone that you trust is going to take care of you? Is this someone you trust is going to take you to the houses that you want to look at and not ghost you or leave you hanging? You want to have that trust. Again, real estate transactions are one of the top 5 stressful things that you can do in your life. Moving is awful, and you want to know that you have someone in your corner that you can trust. So make sure that as you're sitting down with this agent, you go, yeah, you know what? I can trust them. Number 7, does this person that you're interviewing have a passion for real estate? Or are they just like, yeah, I sell houses? You're gonna wanna find someone who's passionate, because if they're passionate, they're gonna fight for you. They're gonna know what to do. They're gonna dig in. Now, I wanna give a little bit of a caveat. There are some amazing soft-spoken agents out there. I have the amazing blessedness to work with several agents who are very calm. Don't mistake calm for lack of passion. Those that I know that are soft-spoken are some of the most passionate real estate agents I have ever met, and I'm so grateful to be sitting under them and learning from them. But again, their calmness is not a lack of passion. That's just part of their personality. That's just part of who they are, and it's a beautiful thing. But you gotta ask yourself, is the person passionate? Is it something that they love? Is real estate what they love to do? Is it something that they want to do? Are they here because they have to be here? Or is real estate something that they're like, no man, I love houses. I love doing real estate. This is my thing. This is my jam. If they're not excited about doing real estate, if they're not passionate about it, if this isn't their drive that gets them up in the morning, you might want to find someone else. Now, number 8 is something you're gonna have to question yourself on. What is the level of support that you desire? Do you need someone to hold your hand the entire transaction? Are you gonna be someone who feels like you need to be able to reach out to your agent 24/7, 365, the entire transaction? Are you gonna want someone who's gonna go over everything with you meticulously? Or are you the opposite end of the spectrum? Like, listen, don't call me unless there's a problem. I don't want to hear from you. I got this. I don't need to talk to you. Don't hold my hand. Just let me do my thing, right? Once you figure out what support level you want, then you need to talk to your agent and ask them what support level do they offer. Are they an agent who's willing to hold your hand, or are they an agent who's willing to let you just kind of do your own thing and check in as needed? Not every agent serves their client the same way, which is beautiful, again, because not everybody wants to be served the same way. So find out, how do they support their clients? What is their level of service when it comes to those things? And does it match what you're looking for? And if that matches, awesome, you found your girl or your guy. Now, number 9 may matter to some and may not matter to others, and that's the use of data. Now, as agents, there are some of us who love to look at the market report and dissect it and look and see, and oh my goodness, and all these numbers, the numbers are so great. And then there are some agents who are like, our house is still selling? Cool, great. I don't need to know the details, just great, okay, cool. And people are the same. If data is something that matters to you, find an agent that it matters to them. If you want to know down to the second, like how much a bathroom is going to add to your worth of your home, or exactly how many houses sold in a neighborhood in the last year, find an agent where that works for them, where that's what they do. If you're someone who's like, I don't want to know the numbers, I don't want to know the magic, I don't want to know the data behind it, just help me buy and sell my house, find yourself an agent who that matters to them. It's one of those things though that not everybody cares, but if you do care about data, find an agent who knows the data in the neighborhood. Now, number 10 talks about core values. You're gonna wanna know what your agent's core values are. Here, I'm gonna do a little bit of a plug for the National Association of Realtors. Not every agent is a realtor. It's a specialized group that you have to join and you pay a dues to. And within the Realtor Association, everyone who is a realtor takes a realtor code. We hold ourselves to a high standard. So if you're looking for someone with a really high standard and a really high code of ethics and just a code in general, find someone that has that Realtor Association backing them. Now, I'm proud to say that I belong not just to the National Association of Realtors, but both Washington and Oregon State's Association of Realtors and the East Metro Association of Realtors based out of Gresham, Oregon. The Realtor Association is something that matters to me, and their core values are really, really up there. In fact, I jokingly told my husband that I'm paying money to be held to a higher standard by joining the Realtor Association. So again, core values are something you're gonna wanna look at, and if that is huge for you, might I suggest finding yourself an actual realtor with the Realtor Association. Number 11 is super important. Now, this is the one thing that you might not think is important, but it really, really is, and you wanna find an agent that gets you. You don't want an agent who doesn't understand you. So I had these amazing clients who are a little nerdy like me, and they actually said they chose me because when they made a D&D reference to a different agent that they were interviewing, the agent went, ha ha ha, and you could tell they had no idea what we were talking about. On the flip side, when they interviewed me, they made a D&D reference, and I immediately made a reference back and started talking about my bard and the cleric and how this all works, and we took real estate and broke it down into Dungeons and Dragons. Caveat, I'm a nerd. What can I say? But I got them. I got them and they got me, and it made the transaction so much easier. They never felt like they had to explain anything to me. I would say that this is one of the most important things you can look at is an agent who gets you. If you are super into football and you find an agent who's super into football, they're gonna get it. They can talk to you in your language. On top of that surface stuff, whether it's football, D&D, crafting, there's another current. If you're someone who's super anxious about buying a home, find an agent who understands and gets it. I get that anxiousness. I get that nervousness. And that's why you need to call me 400 times in a day. It's fine. It really won't bother me. Or an agent who says, man, you've sold 20 houses, you know the deal. I'll call you when I need you. And they get that because that's what you need. Find that agent that gets you. And so they're not questioning, well, why are you doing this? What's going on? I don't understand. Getting you is the biggest thing. Number 12, Google them. So this is more of something you should do for an agent and less of what you should look for in an agent or how to find an agent. But once you've found a couple of agents that you're looking at, if you're having a hard time deciding, well, who do I want to go with? Google them. See if they have an Instagram account. Are they on LinkedIn, Facebook, website? Find out where they're at and then go look at them. Some realtors do have YouTube channels and Instagram and Facebook, and on those you can actually see their personality. You can get to know them a little bit better and see, is this person actually a good fit? Is this person the energy that I want? Maybe during that interview things seemed a little off, maybe you were both nervous, but you start watching their YouTube channel or you get to see Instagram and you see a little bit more about them and you're like, I'm gonna give them another shot, maybe talk to them again over coffee. Or things went really well during the interview, and then you go check out social media and you're like, nah, that girl's nerdy, nah. I would highly suggest that any agent you look at, you Google. See if they have reviews. Not all of us do that, but some do. Check out their reviews. See what other people are saying. Look at their social media. Googling them gives you a better idea of not just who they are, but the other flip side, which is important if you're selling, their social media and marketing presence. What are they doing to market themselves? What are they going to do to market your home? Check them out on Google, see what pops up. The last bit of advice that I can give you is to go with your gut. Now, you can go through all those other 12 things and be like, yep, this person hits all the boxes, and something inside of you will just say it's not your agent. And then you might sit down with the next person and go through all 12 of the boxes and they don't hit anything. But there's just that little voice inside that says, this is your person, like this is your agent. Go with your gut. You might find that you think you want somebody who's high energy, but the reality is that you just want someone who's calm and gonna get you through. Maybe you think you want someone who is super customer service and fluffy, but you find out because you chose a shark that actually what you needed was a shark, someone who was gonna fight for you. You never truly know unless you've done real estate 10 million times. And even then, you might find that an agent who didn't check all the boxes, that underdog agent, might be the agent for you. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. As always, it's my pleasure to be here. I'm your not-so-secret agent, Sarah Carmen, working in the Southwest Washington area with Columbia River Realty in the Portland metro area with ERA Freeman & Associates. Let me know how I can serve you today.